What's up, you guys? So I'm back again with another video. Today I'm gonna be telling you guys about my first fight ever. That's when I was in the 5th grade and I got beat up by this guy who, you know what's funny? After years of, holding resentment in my heart towards him, like legit years, like I held a grudge until I was like probably like 3 years ago when I had a backyard party and he showed up and I was like, what are you doing here? And then he was like, oh snap, I didn't know this was your party. And basically, yeah, rewind. It was a he who fought me in the 5th grade. I don't know who raised him, but his mom was kind of nuts too anyway. So yeah, but like I was saying, so he saw me at the party and he actually apologized after all those years. I was like, seriously? Oh, I didn't even remember that. But damn well I held on to that grudge, and when I saw him at my party, I was like, what are you doing here? Like, why are you here? But he apologized, so I'm over it. But I just want to tell you guys what happened. So children are so petty. I was being a petty little kid too, I'm not gonna lie. And basically he had, like, we were arguing over like a pencil sharpener. So that's basically what the whole argument was about. Like, I said something slick like, oh, your pencil doesn't sharpen or something like that, and then he tried to be funny and said something like, oh, he could stick his pencil in my sharpener. Mind you, this is the 5th grade. Sorry to be so raunchy. I try not to have like a lot of raunchy things on my channel. I'm not going for that, but I just had to let you guys know what actually happened, because that is what happened. So basically something along those lines happened. But the juicy part though is when I got outside after school. So usually my brother picks me up from school. He would walk to me and then we would just walk home together. If he doesn't come for me, then my dad would come for me. But sometimes I ended up walking home by myself too. If I had like a group of kids to walk home with, we just all walk together. But that was not the case in this time period. Basically, I was waiting for my brother outside, and he came up to me and just started beating me up right away. Like, just came up to me, pushed me on the floor. I remember being on the floor, and I remember him and his friends started kicking me. Now, I remember feeling pain, like extreme pain at a young age, getting beat up outside the school. So people were crowding around, and no one did anything. Someone just walked in the room. That's why I paused for a second, you guys. But no one did anything. So they just sat there and watched me get beat up. At how old was I? I was like 10 or 11 years old, getting beat up by a guy and his friends, yo. It was just so sad, and I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. So I've been a little bit scarred. I'm not a fighter, I'm a lover. Seriously, I'm not here to fight. I'm not a fighter at all. That's not my thing. I'd rather talk it out. But if someone does approach me and fights me, I will have no choice but to defend myself. Like, I'm not just gonna plank and play dead. So yeah, but I really don't encourage fighting. So if you're a kid and you're listening to this, fighting is very, very, very bad. So anyways, you guys, he did that. So the aftermath, basically, my brother came for me. He saw what was going on, and he was just asking me, like, what happened? Like, oh my gosh, what did you do? Like, what did I do, right? It's always my fault. But anyways, I digress. So we got home that evening, and my dad saw me. He saw that I was all ruffled up and everything, and he asked me what happened. So I told him, started breaking down. I was like, after school, this guy, he just beat me up. And, my dad took it really personal, so he called the school and scheduled a meeting with the guy's mom. So we all went to that meeting with the principal and everything. It was like a big deal. Like, everyone was just like, oh my god, like, what's gonna happen? Like, he ended up not even getting suspended or anything. Like, we ended up finishing the school year together. But like a couple years after that, he moved to Florida. So good riddance. But then when he came back, he moved back to New York, and that's how I saw him when he came to my party. But yeah, you guys, fighting is really not cool. And that's pretty much like what happened. I haven't really fought since then. Actually, I lied. There was another fight in junior high school, but that was like with a girl who kept kicking the back of my chair, and that's weird. Like, I don't usually use violence to solve my problems. Like, but I feel like I asked her multiple times to stop kicking the back of my chair, and then she wouldn't. So we just got up. I remember exactly what was said and what happened, but I do remember having her against the locker and people in the class egging me on, and I was just like, yeah, you know, like just feeling like the man because you were egging me on. And then I guess because it was, I surprised myself by how I kind of like how the fight went, because I'm, like I said, I'm not a fighter. So to like actually be successful in a fight, you know, that was kind of weird. And I guess with people just, you know, egging me on and whatnot, I just felt kind of good about it. But overall, I ended up feeling really bad about it. I actually apologized because, you know, as I apologized based on what my teachers told me, like after we spoke about everything. But I feel like that kind of helped me mature a little bit and know that fighting is really wrong, because it doesn't feel good. Like, one, your body's sore, and two, you're just wasting a whole bunch of energy. Like, I feel like when people fight, it's like entertainment for other people. Like, I feel like I'm a wrestler, I'm in a ring, and people are just here being entertained by the things I'm doing. So that's not a good thing to be. I'm not here for anyone's entertainment. I'm not, you know, amused or whatever it is. So yeah, I really didn't like that, and I don't like that now. So when I hear girls who like brag about fighting and stuff, I'm just like, okay, heard the Big Show, heard the Rey Mysterio. Just kidding, you guys. But I just wanted to share that short story with you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to hear more story times from me, that was really a short story, but if you want to hear more story times from me, just let me know. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment down below what you think. And comment and let me know if you ever had a fight and how'd it go. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.